Hello YouTube, Ultra Maximus back with another Blu Ray review. This time we're going to take a look at Robocop, 2014 release. And yeah, so this came out yesterday. I just happened across it. I was at Walmart. I was actually looking for some Age of Extinction toys for Transformers, which Walmart right now has reduced all deluxe figures to $9.97 for both Generations and Age of Extinction. So if you're a Transformers fan, definitely hit up Walmart for your deluxe figures. So I walked over to the video section to see what was out, and Robocop came out this week. And I did not go see this at theater. To be honest, it looked kind of weak to me, and I was real sketchy with it, so I didn't go. It didn't attract me, and it's really kind of sad because I loved the original Robocop film, and man, I don't know. There's something about this one that it was wrong. It just felt wrong, the whole thing. And, and I give a remake a chance. Like Dread, I loved it. It was violent. It was gritty. It was futuristic. And it was interesting. I loved it with Carl Urban. Total Recall. Loved that remake. It was very different. The story and the visuals were very, very intriguing and captivating, and it really brought me into that world. Very adventurous, very cool, very fun, very different. And so, those are two really good examples of remakes that I've loved. And then now we have Robocop. So there are things I like about it and things I don't. So we'll talk about that. But first and foremost, let's go over the packaging. What it comes with. So I got this Blu Ray set from Walmart for $22, and I don't know if this came out in 3D or not. If it did, I'll probably pick the 3D edition up and take a look at it. There were a few scenes that looked like it should have been in 3D, but I don't know. If you know, leave a comment down below. I'd be really interested. But yeah, so here's the main cover. We've got Robocop with his visor. We've got an ED-209, a couple of ED-209s, one at Reflection and one at the bottom. We've got the Robocop logo, and it is the kind of the standard Robocop logo, which I really do like. Same logo they use in the film, which is very cool. It's Blu-ray, DVD, and digital copy. There's the side, pretty standard type stuff. Same on that side. Here's the back of the packaging. This is what you need to play this. Got a synopsis of the movie. And then, of course, the inside jacket is going to be the same kind of artwork, just not a nice slip jacket. So, inside, you've got your digital copy. What else do we have in here? So, there's digital. You can get a bonus copy, and then you've got Robocop, the official game, which they have a trailer for that doesn't look very good. It's a downloadable game. And then you have your two discs. One is DVD, and the other is Blu-ray. And I really love when they paint the discs. So thank you, MGM, for doing that. Very cool stuff. I do appreciate that. I think that's really nice. So yeah, let's talk about Robocop here. Man, there are things that I really liked about this movie and things I didn't. And I don't want to blame the director completely. The problem with this movie, first of all, it is PG-13. Robocop should be rated R. Period. When you think Robocop, you're thinking Detroit is a huge piece of shit. Society's gone downhill, and they bring in a cyborg cop to come in and clean it up, and he's damn near indestructible. lots of mega violence. That's Robocop. You really don't get that in this movie, unfortunately. So the premise of this one, and it starts out different. There are a lot of nice nods to the original, which I appreciate, but it's not the same movie at all. So it starts out with Samuel L. Jackson. His character has a show called, I think, The Element. And I love his character. So they replaced the kind of cheesy commercials with this Sam Jackson character who's got this kind of political show. And it's weird. The character itself's kind of weird in the fact it's like a cross between a super ultra conservative with the unbridled lunatic anger of a liberal. And I'm not really sure what that is. I don't know if it's supposed to be saying something politically or not. But the character is pretty fun. I do like the show. I thought it was kind of interesting. The supporting cast around Robocop: Sam Jackson, Michael Keaton, Gary Oldman. Perfect. I loved them. They were fantastic. The actor who plays Robocop, I don't even know who he is. Joel Kinnaman? I've never seen him in anything before, and to be honest, I mean, he's just kind of he's there. Yeah, so the funny thing about this, I guess, thinking about it, everything surrounding Robocop is awesome. I love Omnicorp, which is a subsidiary of OCP. They bring that up at the end. OCP is the parent company. I love Gary Oldman as the doctor that builds him. Michael Keaton as the guy running Omnicorp is phenomenal. He's a general jackass CEO. I can't think of the young kid who plays the guy from marketing in this. He was in Fanboys, and he was Windows, and he's really, really great in this movie. Jackie Lee Earl Haley Jr. the third, or whatever his name is. Jackie Earl Haley. He's in this, does a fantastic job. I mean, the supporting cast is amazing. Robocop is the problem. This really feels very sanitized. That's the best way I can put it. There's a great shot where you see Robocop in the original Robocop armor in an ad shot, which is cool. They talked about marketing. They got him in the original suit. Michael Keaton's like, I kind of like that. There's a great shot where he's got the lights like Robocop 2 with the failed cyborgs. That was really cool. You got the great lines like, thank you for your cooperation, dead or alive, you're coming with me. So a lot of those kind of nods. And you also get nods in the fact that Jackie Haley, he's like, I wouldn't buy that for $1, which was great. He calls him Tin Man through the movie, and it's fantastic. He plays music. He's just an asshole. You actually have a nod in the fact that they do keep his hand, it's his right hand, I believe, one of his flesh components, which they talk about, saving an arm in the first movie, and they're like, scrap it. So I kind of like that, but I kind of don't. I don't like the fact he's got that hand. That's not Robocop. The other problems, the suit's too small. I don't like the suit. I like how they got the OCP logo embossed and a police department logo embossed. That was cool. I don't like the line running all the way up to the top. His helmet kind of comes on and off, and most of the time it's up. I don't like that. The biggest problem is he's too human. The whole concept of the movie, OCP, Omnicorp, they make machines to police and to enforce. So they've got straight android robots, the ED-209s. They have a flying drone version. And you see that in Tehran, and where they're basically dealing with a hostile Arab territory and other countries. They use these things to kind of keep the peace, which is cool. I really do dig that. The problem is Detroit should be a huge shithole, and it's not. It's really no worse than any other place in America today, and that's not Robocop. And there's no trying to take over Detroit, no OCP takeover. They're just trying to get the OCP products in the United States. And yeah, so they decide to come up with Robocop. They're looking for, because Congress won't let you have a drone, you've got to have something that can feel and think. And Michael Keaton's character is like, well, let's put a man in a machine. That solves the problem. So that's the whole point to this. Yeah, and that's an okay premise. The problem is they make him too damn human. They do kind of lose the emotion at one point, but he kind of comes back, and the family is heavily involved in this. And the other problem, he doesn't really fight crime in this. I think he takes down like 3 perps in the whole movie. He solves his own crime, which is okay, and then he goes after Michael Keaton's character, and that's okay, but there's not enough of Robocop out in the street shooting bad guys, being violent, and taking out thugs. That's Robocop. Doesn't exist here. Again, very sanitized. And he's not armored enough. I mean, he gets tore up pretty bad in this. And I want to say it's a mix between a problem with the director and the studio. I'm sure the studio sanitized this to get a PG-13 rating to get a broader audience, and that's a fucking stupid decision. These kind of movies are supposed to be rated R. It targets that audience, and if you don't target that audience doesn't buy. Okay? It fails miserably when you take something that was a genre of supposedly to be very, very violent and aggressive, and you sanitize it, it neutralizes it, and the box office proves that. Because this was a flop. I mean, it was a robo-flop. They tried to make toys. The toys were bad. I liked how they made him black, but the suit just generally sucks. I don't like it. It's not bulky enough. His motorcycle was cool. I did like his motorcycle. The look of the movie is good. Cinematography's fine. The actors are good. It's weak. It's just very weak. They made him too human. They tried to bring too much into it and make it more than what it was, I think. And that's the director's fault right there. I'm going to blame the director for that. And then along with the studio, 20th Century Fox and MGM, trying to sanitize it to bring it to a broader audience. That ruins the film. So, that being said, there are things I did enjoy, but not enough to make me a big fan of this movie. If they don't make a sequel, perfectly fine with it. I'd rather them reboot it in about 5 years again and do it right. Quite frankly, Robocop 1 and 2 are still better films than this. I would not go out and buy it. I can't recommend you buy this. I would wait for it to come on HBO and just DVR the damn thing. Unless you can pick it up cheap. The Blu Ray was $22. If you can get this for $15 on Blu Ray, sure, pick it up and watch it. It does have deleted scenes, and that's kind of fun. There are some featurettes, but it's a fail, in my opinion. So there it is, Robocop on Blu Ray. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like it, thumbs it up. If you didn't like this review, thumbs it down. Be sure to share my videos, and of course, subscribe to everybody who does subscribe and watch my videos. Thank you. I do appreciate it, and look for more videos in the future.